Will.
Well, you're good. I'm going. I'm rolling.
Oh.
My phone rang and it was one of my friends.
Who's this calling me? Oh, it's my friend.
I knew exactly why he was calling. It wasn't like it was just like, hey Woodrow, how's it going? How you
What
been
the
lately?
fuck? What if I
Curious
called
what
you?
had
I
to
was
do."
like, Andy, listen. Aki's been in an accident. Suck my dick.
Why would you call?
Yeah, why would you be calling me for
Who
that?
cares?
Because, I feel like it's more personal that way, and I want to make sure I can talk
We
to
have
him.
all hung out with each other in real life now. It's real. This is real.
We're not
Yeah.
It's real
fucking
now.
strangers, you idiots.
Who cares?
That's why you're the one who's gonna die.
Yeah, see, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna fucking die, and then your ghost is gonna have to follow around, watching everybody care about you.
I'm gonna fucking
It'll be
kill
a
myself
curse.
as a ghost. I don't need a ghost. I want this shit
Ghosts
over
can't
with.
kill themselves until they finish their business.
Stupid. Don't you know anything?
Just drop a ghost shit and then kill myself.
Ghosts don't shit either.
The dead do not.
The fuck is ectoplasm then, son?
That's ghost jizz.
Lex taught me that many years
Oh,
ago.
fucking Lex, get out of here.
That's an actual word. That's an actual line from the show.
That fucking show, man.
The dead do not poo.
The cock
I mean, like,
show.
we're recording so we could play.
Let's just talk about
Let's
Lex.
just talk about Lex and how we were all adolescents watching it. And it
And
was
we all waited for something to happen, and it never did because
it was the bleeding edge of humor and sexuality.
that weird guy with the stupid hair.
That was Kai.
David Bowie.
Zappy Stardew.
It was actually David Bowie.
It was Zappy Stardew.
Remember when they did a parody of Brigadoon? They pretty much might as well have had David Bowie on the because there was a full musical episode.
I'm ready.
So you guys wake up. It's morning now. You're in Waterdeep.
Oh.
Yeah! Great time.
That was
All
a great sleep. Thanks for the room, Techless.
What, are we all in the same bed?
No.
Yeah, we're all.
I'm walking down into the common
good
room
morning,
to get some
Techless.
breakfast.
Thanks for this spacious bed.
He had to sleep on the floor. I slept in
Be
his bed.
serious.
I made him sleep on the floor. He's like, no, you can't sleep with you. That'd be gay.
Like
By the way, Techless, your tab for the rooms for the last couple days is 15 gold.
You got that, right?
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Hold on, are we gonna have to skip
Do I have to go steal more gold for you?
No, it's okay. Man, I gotta
Oh, wait,
send
no,
this
he doesn't
letter.
know that. Sorry.
Brightwood, is your mother going to pay our tab?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pay our tab.
With
I
my
still
mom's
have
money.
some money. Don't worry about it.
I'm not being defensive.
They don't know what the cost is. I'm talking to the person in private. You guys eat breakfast. Quiet.
Breakfast is delicious.
As at breakfast, I raise a toast to Brightwood's mother.
It's flapjacks and rashers of bacon, by the way.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna put a little bit of maple syrup on my bacon.
That's extra.
Oh, fuck.
That'll be 15 gold and 5 silver now.
Son of a bitch! We gotta go. I roll stealth. I'm out here. They're paying.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it occurs to me that we have got to inform the nobility of Waterdeep that the village of Nightstone has been taken.
Do you know who we're supposed to talk to?
That would be Lady Lyra Silverhand. She's
Friend of yours?
I've never met her personally, but she recently became the Open Lord of Waterdeep, or so I've heard.
No, Techless. I'm fine with us going and informing them, but do remember you have a little bit of involvement in this situation. So maybe minimal information is best.
Yeah, don't tell her about the criminals.
Please don't tell her about my criminal friends. No, you can tell them about the criminal friends, just to make sure I'm not involved in this.
Yeah, don't tell her about the criminals that Edredheel's involved with.
You know what?
Well, no, I mean, no.
Necessity
I mean,
makes strange bedfellows, young
Idrihil,
Lena.
please,
We figured that out last night.
as far as they're concerned, you're with me.
Let's just keep it that way.
So is your letter of pedigree going to get us in the door?
Here's hoping. Cheers. And then I say, we should also
Cut out.
probably. I say, here's hoping, and then I raise my glass slightly, and I say,
I have to make sure my nuanced character work is understood.
we should perhaps find Morak and bring him with.
We were supposed to talk to him, weren't we?
He's
Supposed
getting
to talk
sold
to
in.
him, and I don't know.
Let's
Maybe
Do you
go
recall
back
where
to the
he's
city
staying?
of the dead.
he just said
Fight
that he
the
would
dead.
be in the dock ward.
I'm
So I assume we'll be looking around a little bit.
Sagan,
Yeah.
can I track down Morak?
What?
Can I track Morak as if he were a beast?
I feel like you might be a little confused in the big city.
Let me try.
Okay. First, we should probably go to the dock ward.
Yeah. Make a survival check.
Well, hold on. What are we doing first?
To track him, we would probably need to, be where he was.
I know, but I'm saying, were we just leaving to go see the nobles?
Well, that's one of the things on the agenda. First of all, too, Sagan, is today
Yeah,
the
'cause
day I get to pick up my
that was
dead drop?
me.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
that was
let's go
me
do that
asking
first.
you.
Yeah, let's go
First-
do the dead drop.
First
Go
and
meet this
foremost,
dude.
I think we should be figuring out what we're going to be doing after. I have to go pick up my message. I think that should be
Do
first
you need help with
item on our
that?
agenda. No, I don't think so.
Well, there's no
Okay.
reason for us to split up in
I
this
thought you
big ass
could-
city.
I thought you could manage.
I'm
Sure.
sure I could. Once I finish breakfast, that'll be the first item on my agenda to go get that.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm eating breakfast and I'm just going to accompany Techless. I got nowhere to be at this point.
I'm heading out with Techless.
Alright.
Because we're all good in terms of supplies, right? Everyone has everything they need.
Didn't you
Get a
buy
potion.
a potion for me?
I thought I already distributed those.
I was not
I
there
got
when you
I've
gave
got
them
mine
out.
in my sheet.
Should I just say you did give it to me, like when we
I
came
feel
back?
like we should have, yeah.
I remember the discussion happening.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
write it. Yeah, it was just one regular healing potion, right?
Correct.
Albert,
Yeah.
I have 2 potions now.
Hmm.
They're my greatest treasures.
I bought you that so, you can keep me alive.
Oh,
If need ever arises.
yeah, you will.
Also because I like you.
Gross.
Techless is my friend now.
Friendship ended with Edward. Now Texas is my best friend.
I am so happy to hear you say that, Albrecht. We are going to have a wonderful time together.
We're
As
fighting
friends.
giants.
Yeah, this is actually
Who
kind of
is
That
my
suck.
does
friend
not
now.
mean that we
That's
are
the
not allowed to
stupidest
have
thing
fun.
you've ever said.
That does not mean we're not allowed to have fun.
That's yet to be seen. We should probably go.
We're going to die.
That's very, very possible.
I'm not going to die.
I've died.
I mean,
Yeah, Albert has died.
no,
so
no need to get technical.
we should be a little sensitive.
Stand up.
Next time you should say Telkis the Nickel. Your name with it.
Noted.
Nice one, Albrecht. Let's go.
I think he meant no need to get technical. It
Oh!
is kind of funny.
That's good.
See?
That's a good
That
joke,
was
Techless.
No, that one's not bad.
Thank you, Albrecht. I never thought anyone would name anything after me.
Yeah, they probably would not.
All right, so are we going? Go to this dead drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
All right, let's go. The party
So you
marches
settle up
forth.
your tab with the inn, and you guys step out onto the waking streets as people start going about their day-to-day lives, going to market, going to work, whatever. You guys start walking towards that northwest pavilion, and
Who's
You
playing?
get there, and everyone make a perception check.
Alrighty.
What's wrong with you?
Not paying attention. Whistling.
Oh
Too
wow.
busy counting in his head the amount he had just withdrawn from the Brightwood Family Trust. Will you take a check?
Hey, he hasn't done that yet. I haven't sent that letter because he doesn't know where they're going next. He wants to be able to let her know, hey, send it to this place.
So, as you guys approach the sort of like low wall with the bench where the dead drop is, Teclis starts going for it, and Lena, you notice that quite obviously there is an old man sitting on the bench, like right there, that Teclis seems oblivious to.
Brightwood!
This dude, by the way, is an elf, and Jesus Christ, he has to be over like a millennium old, because he is like the most decrepit and old elf you've ever seen.
When they point him out to me, do I recognize him?
No. He is just sitting on the bench and playing dragon chess with himself.
What?
I was talking to him at a football game
Can I
yesterday.
perhaps
That was the
insight
problem.
check this to see if he's waiting for someone or if there's any kind of obvious
Sure.
thing going on here?
He's just playing chess, dude.
Shit. 13.
He appears to just be playing chess. With the sort of ease you suspect this dude is here most days playing chess.
Okay.
Do you know this man?
No, I do not.
Is it normal for people to sit next to your secret spy drops?
Is it?
I would play chess with him.
Is it normal for this?
Well, I mean, they're generally public places and stuff, so it's not unusual.
Oh, but so I meet with people. It's not always a letter. I do sometimes speak with other people.
You did initially when you first joined the Harpers, but since you've been like employed by them officially, it's mostly just been through dead drop missives.
Well, maybe this is like a super important message.
Okay. I'll go sit next to him.
Okay. You do so, and he's he doesn't have like a table in front of him to play this chess on, and so he's kind of just turned off to his left, and he's got it set up on the bench next to him, and he doesn't seem to take notice in you sitting down next to him.
I ask, care for a game?
Oh, hello there. Yes, not many people play dragon chess these days.
Because it's made up.
I say, well, I'm rather an old hand at it.
Oh, excellent. He scoots over and places the set between you now, and he begins setting up.
I nudged Lena. Does he know how to play this game?
I don't know. I've known him
Let's
for
watch. This could be
30
funny.
days.
This could be funny.
Once he gets everything
I've never heard
all
of it.
set up, he has given himself the white pieces, and thus he goes first, and he rubs his hands together and moves it on forward.
He's all excited.
All right, I'm going to continue to play to my very best ability.
Sure.
Take a dive. Maybe you're supposed to lose.
He has no proficiency in this, does he?
I have no idea how to play in real life. But maybe Teclis knows.
Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe make an intelligence roll.
For the record, by the way, dragon chess is just chess, but in 3 dimensions.
Oh, so it's like the chess. It's like the stratagema that they play in Star Trek.
Pretty much, like, the idea is that the middle level is your ground forces, the upper level is your sky forces, and underneath are your subterranean forces.
Dude, that sounds dope.
Which pawn did he move?
He moved one of the ground forces pawns.
That game sounds awesome.
Okay, but is it like a regular chessboard?
Right, it's just 3 of them like stacked on top of each other. Like the whole set basically is on like sort of like levered armatures so that he can like
Okay.
collapse all 3 boards down
Yeah,
flat.
you're playing triple
Hey.
layer chess.
Before we get too deep into this, can I just ask a general question? Because I'm still
Yeah.
learning this stuff. How does I know that the games thing are like because like on the other game we played, Telkar has like a dice set.
Yes.
So I know they're a proficiency thing. How does that is that guided by like leveling or how do you like gain proficiency in a game?
Well, because basically
The-
you're just at what the quote unquote toolkit for like a gaming kit is it lets you add your proficiency to whatever ability check you use.
Okay, so I just tell you like while I'm here in the town, I buy a gaming set.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool.
And that
Yeah,
set-
okay. I was just
And
curious.
then
I
I
didn't
think
know
you
how
have a
that
choice
worked.
of like cards, dragon chest.
Yeah, so you'd have
and,
to theoretically, I could go
dice.
blow all 300 of my gold on various gaming sets and be proficient in everything.
Well, I mean, you'd have to get proficient at it, which would take
Well-
some time.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm asking. Okay, that's what I'm asking as well. Okay, so I buy the set, and how long does it take before I'm quote proficient?
It would depend. Like what I'd probably have you do is like once a day or something, have you fiddle with it and like make a check with
Mhm.
it, and then over time,
Yeah,
you
so I feel like as a
proficiency.
roguish guy, I should at least have like a dice set or something.
What, do you
Sure.
want to play dice with me?
Well, no, because like that's a
He's
good
doing
role playing
this.
thing. Like maybe I'll meet someone that's playing dice, and I can sidle into the game or whatever.
Do I have to make a check to play this game?
I'll get out of the way now.
Oh yeah, make a straight intelligence.
I could do that.
What?
Damn it.
Okay.
Damn it! How do these rolls so perfectly fit what he's trying to do here?
Yeah. So in the opening moves, you make an aggressive advance, and he wasn't quite expecting this kind of aggression from such a young lad such as yourself. And it caught him off guard, and you currently have the advantage in this game.
Take that, old man.
So,
I'm just looking at Letta and Albrecht. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't.
Are
is he
you meeting
winning?
anyone?
I think he's winning. I've seen people
Oh
win this
no,
game
you know,
before.
I just come down here to the square and play my chess.
What if this is just a man playing chess?
Well, then Declan is giving him one great afternoon, and then we move on with our day.
What are you doing? You like looking around?
Yeah, I'm gonna while we're playing. I'm
I
gonna
just kind of like raise my
take
eyebrows, like
take a look at
go
the brick and see if it looks ajar or anything like that.
Sure, make a perception check.
what are you doing? Why are you touching that? Play chess
Just
with
looking
me.
at it with my eyes.
You just glance over to where you know it is, and there is a small chalk mark on a stone next to it.
Just playing this guy
Okay.
with chess.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
make another intelligence check.
and while
You're
we're playing
this
too, I'm
game.
also going to try to signal with my eyes and head for Lena to sneak over to the fucking brick while I have this guy distracted playing this game.
I'm technically the rogue.
Or you. I don't care. What are you?
Do
What
I
are
have
you-
to?
what are you two
I'm
over there?
kidding.
What
I'm
are you
kidding.
two? Oh, you're
I'm
all,
kidding.
You're
You
all
know
over there.
Lena. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god.
All right, how's this play out?
No, the guy'll be busy winning.
As you were talking with this guy, his eyes never left the board, and he just stared at it thoughtfully, resting his chin in his hand as you talked, and
I Assassin's Creed my way over to the brick.
make a oh you did, yeah you do so, and you move the stone aside, and inside you see a small folded parchment with a wax seal.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna just walk away past Albrecht and it'll heal like around a corner. down the
And
street.
with that, I'm going to stand up and say, well, sir, where I come from, that kind of play is considered extremely ill-mannered, and walk away.
There was two moves.
I just
I
wanted to
guess-
hang out.
I guess I
His
really
hand
don't have
was
a
on a
reason to
piece
live.
and like just about to move it. Would you say this and get up and walk away?
I wish my family was still alive.
just
Okay.
just
Uh,
ruined an old
Yeah,
man's
well,
afternoon.
you don't see this because you see this, but Teclis does not because he is just committing to it and walking away. But you see this frail old man just like hand on piece, mouth agape,
What the
just
fuck?
like in utter confusion as to what just transpired.
This is sad. You made me
gotta-
feel bad.
I kind of just look at Albrecht and I kind of just shrug and go meet Lena and Declan.
Yeah, I'm just waiting around the
Because
corner.
like, what am I gonna do? Console him? And I just
Alright.
kind of walk away.
All right, hand it over. Let me see that.
I give Brightwood his letter. The seal is unbroken.
I
Alright.
catch up. Hey, real smooth there, Teclis. That totally didn't get to the attention of anyone watching
What
that
are you-
dead drop.
What are
We've
you
got
doing here? You were just playing chess with that man.
We've got stuff to do.
What
I
did
open
you?
up the
You
letter.
just left.
You realize you're playing a spy game, and people watch those things, and you just
Did you
totally
just
did
get
the
up
weirdest
from the
thing they do any
table?
day.
He wasn't the spy. He had no idea what was going on.
Yet
I-
someone watching the
looked-
game was, and you did the most suspicious thing ever.
They might not be watching. Who cares? Everything's fine.
Me, I care, because I'm the one
Listen.
that get a dagger in my back.
Brightwood, the next time you ask me to sneak around and do something for you, don't fucking stand up and make a scene the second I've done it.
Well, I waited till you guys around to the corner.
I just have my hand in my head, my head in my hands at this point, just rubbing my forehead, contemplating
Wow.
what I have
Whatever,
gotten myself
I'm-
into.
Opening up that letter.
Open your stupid letter.
This
Letter
stupid
is very
better be
important.
good.
That letter looks very light. I thought your mother was sending you money.
Teclis, what does the letter say? Read it to me
Okay, hold on.
in
I'm
your
reading.
voice.
I want
As
to
opposed
hear you.
to with his hands.
I want to hear
Albrecht.
you, Teclis.
Listen, little elf man, I don't need your fucking sass.
Oh, shit.
But you're so smart, why don't you finish that goddamn game of chess with the crying grandpa?
Oh,
We're
shit.
fucking monsters. All of you.
What did
You brought us to a
What
strip
did I
club
do?
yesterday and made me steal money from a man.
was-
Maybe get off your high horse.
That was cool, was it not? That was fucking. I did it for a good cause.
I don't know why I'm a bad person.
You know what you did.
You're the only good person in this group, as far as I'm aware.
Man.
What did I do?
I said you're the only good person.
Albrecht is basically true neutral.
Huh. Never mind. I think. Well, we just
Never-
need to. Guess what, Idriel?
Wow.
We don't even need to tell Lady Lyril about the Zenturium in the village. We only need to tell her about the death of her noble lady. But
Why?
we do have
What's
to find
changed?
Morak. Well,
That's fine.
No, I want to hear him. I want to hear him. Why?
I look around at the public surroundings and I say we should discuss these things
No,
in private.
nobody's
now we're gonna be
listening.
starting.
Are we like?
Nobody's
Aren't we like
listening.
Now
in
we're
an
gonna-
alleyway?
You are in an
Can I
alleyway.
use my city thing to
Yeah,
find
make sure there's no
a
one around.
quiet
Yeah, make it
area
an-
for us to talk? City
Make an
secrets or
investigation
whatever. Investigation? Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, in fact, like just down the alleyway you're standing, which is already dark and pretty, like no one's around. There's a small stairway that just kind of leads to a boarded up door,
Alright.
but the stairwell offers some privacy.
Okay, I point over to this stairway and I kind of just
We're all
lead Teclis
cramming
and
there.
everyone over there and like, okay, quick, let's go.
When we get over there, I just want
And I'm like watching up and down the alleyway because now I'm in full like covert mode.
All right.
The juice is loose.
Right. I'll be completely forthcoming this time.
I should
Our
hope
plan
so.
is to send Morak Urgray back to Nightstone with the villagers, at which point forces friendly to us will restore control of the village to Waterdeep
I
They're
look at
sending-
Edgerhill.
villagers.
Are they sending troops with these men?
There is a mercenary force on
Is
its
that
way.
fine.
going to cause a problem for you?
I'm not particularly attached to the people that showed up in that village. In fact, I don't really give a shit about them.
That
It's
one
not
guy had a
Waterdeep, it's us.
rockin' snake, though.
One thing.
Hmm.
Could you crawl over the bridge again? That was fucking hilarious.
It was good.
Well, no, because we're not going all the way back there. We're
And I
going-
look at them, I just
That's-
say, I'm loyal to the Zents when they ask me to do something.
That's
I don't
true.
really give particularly a shit about most of them.
I'll never
We-
forget you on that bridge for as long as I live.
My friends, we then are proceeding to Neverwinter.
Oh,
No, so that game is fun.
I've always wanted to go to Neverwinter.
Can we go at night?
Haven't been there
It's
for
pretty
years.
far away. We're going to be traveling a while.
Let me see. Let me check my map.
it.
I
Albert,
zoomed
you-
out.
Dude, it's to the
Albert.
north.
You know how far it is.
We came all the way
fucking
from there.
Live there.
I've been in.
Yeah, it was a couple
I-
weeks of travel.
Listen, I was lived
I
there
look at
for
you
a
guys
while.
like, I'm a southerner and I know where this place is. What the hell's going on with this guy?
Do you ever move out to a new place and you don't know how to get back? Like I've been there for
Yes,
most of
all
my
the
life.
time.
Brentwood,
That's
And I
literally
don't know
been my
where-
life.
Yep. I know.
where exactly in Neverwinter are we going?
Just told me to return to Neverwinter, where I live and you live nearby.
It's
Yeah, we
it's
live
a
nearby.
it's a ways away, but close enough.
She's never seen the ocean. Do you think she lives nearby? Let's think this through
He
here.
does. He has a point. The ocean is disgusting. I don't want to see it.
It's salty. Have you not tried steak without salt? You need salt in your
I
food,
don't-
your diet. Or you're gonna get goiters.
I didn't know salt came from the ocean.
All right, hey,
And,
by
guys,
the
that's
way-
enough of this. We're attracting attention as it is, guys. It's,
By the way, the letter does say, Lena, that you are invaluable.
What's that?
I fold it
that
up
so?
and stuff it in my pocket.
No, wait. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're interested in what it says now.
Oh, I missed it. What's going on?
I grab
Doc
it.
just rolled a sleight of hand. He's grabbing the note.
Oh, yeah, he's grabbing. Okay, he had the same idea I did.
You grabbing the note?
I grabbed the note.
You read it?
I'd like to read it. Is he going to try and take it back?
Are you?
No, I'll let her read it.
You better, because you're not going to catch me if I run.
It's in his hand. That's
and
folder.
if you're
I just
if
start
you're
laughing.
fucking lying, you're dead. Oh, you know what? I lean into Albrecht and I say, "It's that you're invaluable too."
Hey, Sagan, brother, the music stopped.
Or has
Thank
it
you.
started? I give him back his letter.
No, it started. He started earlier.
I give
for
him
some
back his
reason-
letter, and I look pretty happy about it.
Repeat was
I
on
s-
even.
I stuff
Weird.
it in my pocket.
Well, whoever you're
Um,
writing to is very
This
smart.
is good news. They don't seem to know about you yet, Idra, which may play to our advantage at some point.
Oh, you didn't write
Let's-
about him?
Keep that quiet for as long as possible.
Ooh, I sent a
I
letter.
agree.
I would kind of like to. I don't have particular association with the Zentarium, but they could be useful to us.
I
Sure.
may have mentioned you in my.
As long as you just don't go around telling everyone we're Harpers, we should be fine.
You guys aren't Harpers.
We're not Harpers.
I meant the group when. You know what I mean.
No, I don't like to
Don't
go.
tell everyone we're
announcing
acting
it
on
very
behalf.
So
No, I don't like to go announcing it very much.
I don't have a I personally don't have a problem. My organization does.
So should I
Anyway,
assume we'll be
Lena, have
leaving
you ever-
tomorrow?
Probably. Lena, have you ever seen a palace?
No, what's that?
All right, everyone. Follow me.
It's the big building where the rich people live, and they have lots of towers, fancy rooms, and that's where they go and have stupid feasts that I've been invited to once or twice in my lifetime.
Who invited you?
There was a couple of people I was associated with in my prior life.
Women.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Hero
And I
gets
kind of just look at
around.
Lynn and I just go, "Your mother," and I walk away.
My mother died in childbirth at her hip.
I won't make that joke again.
Oh boy, this is. Teclis walks slightly.
You know
Let's go
that's a
see the
general-
palace.
You know that's a
Wait,
general
quit
joke.
being
You know that's a
so
general
harsh to
joke,
this
right?
guy.
That's
Don't
kind
be
of a
a
general
dick.
thing. It's not really meant to be, and I'm kind of just left by myself as the other three have walked away.
I'm back at
and,
Idrihill.
and then I just kind of catch up.
Idrihill, it's okay.
Yeah, I know you make a lot of bad jokes.
No, it was a good joke. It's just she was a sourpuss.
Keep getting too meta.
Much like her mother dying in childbirth.
Oh my
A
god.
sourpuss, you fucking kid.
Whoa!
Walking faster.
Whoa!
Walking faster.
Hey,
Jeez.
Sagan,
Yes.
if I cast Hunter's Mark on someone, can they contest it?
Idrihill, later we're gonna get some
No,
booze
it just
to
happens.
wash these bad tastes out of our mouths.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I had a question about Hunter's Mark that maybe you can
Yeah.
answer.
Sure.
If somebody is marked, are they aware of it? Like, do they feel anything?
It's a good
Your
question.
steely gaze upon them.
Do they get like a chill
So-
down their spine or something?
Generally speaking, and this isn't necessarily the same sort of situation, but when someone is like charmed, because that often comes up with charm spells,
Right, you know.
the answer is generally no until the spell wears off, and then they
Yes.
know that something was like a miss. They don't know that like what exactly may have happened, but like if you're still around in the area, then they might connect it to you.
Right.
So I would say that, I mean, depending on what you're doing, that like they probably wouldn't be aware of it until it wore off, and then they might or might not know what it was.
Most of the time, they're not awake when it wears off.
Well, there you go.
All right, I was just curious about it.
All right, so you guys are heading to the palace.
Well, yeah, we gotta do the meet and greet, right?
Gotta just let her know that her noble Lady Nandar has fallen.
Hey, I have a really general question while we're in
Sure.
between.
Yeah,
This
you
is
guys
just
are pushing into the castle ward.
Yeah, that's fine. This is a general like role playing thing. Like we're all like walking around with like backpacks and shit like right now, right? Because we're all
You've got the
vagabonds.
bag.
Yeah,
I know I've got a bag of holding, but like in general,
but
like,
yeah,
we
you all have
like,
like your gear and stuff. Yeah.
I was just
got-
curious. That like that's how we're supposed to like keep like a visual image of what we all look like, right? Like we all got like
Yeah.
big backpacks on and
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I've got like a little
Yeah, which is
haversack
not
under
an
my cloak.
uncommon sight. Like generally
Yeah.
speaking, like adventurers are a pretty common thing.
Yeah, I got you.
People are moving around a lot.
We're not like laden down like pack mules.
No, I know that. I just was curious. That's how it's not like a video game where you don't have a backpack or anything.
I'm
Right,
wearing,
yeah.
I'm wearing
So, like
nothing
generally speaking,
but my
people know that
nightingale
you're
armor.
probably from out of town.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, because I was thinking, like, because like with this whole like chess thing, like some dude looks like he just showed up from the road, sits down, plays 4 moves, and leaves.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is generally left up to description and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's really cold today, so you guys are wrapped up in your best furs and all that
Yeah,
other kind of
yeah.
shit, you know.
Yeah, I figure like if we're going north, it would be assumed that we would like purchase warm clothing.
Yeah.
and be wearing it.
Some
Got it.
wrappings
Okay,
and all
sorry.
that.
This is still I'm still new to D&D, so I'm just.
That's why they give
Oh,
everybody like an explorer's pack or something at the beginning of the game. Their starting equipment.
You have a bedroll.
Yeah. I know. I just was curious.
So you guys
It's okay,
pull
Andy.
up to the palace, and it's a very impressive affair. It is pressed up against the sheer cliff wall here that leads up to Mount Waterdeep. It is a very large structure with a number of gates and a large courtyard. The gates to the courtyard are open. You can see various armored guards just standing at posts and patrolling around the walls and things like that. Moving into the courtyard, you can see that there is a queue forming leading into the palace proper. It seems to be where most of the people not employed at the palace seem to be waiting.
I kind of wish I'd read the entire letter. I kind of just skimmed to the part where it said I was invaluable. And now I don't have it anymore, and I don't know what the rest of it says.
That's why I took you off of it.
Good.
All right, hey, you know what? That was in character, though.
Does this site look familiar to me? Is this like petitioners and stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
I look at
it
It looks
Teclis.
like the
go
palace isn't exactly open for petitioners just yet. It's still morning.
So is
But
look at
people are
Teclis.
queuing up.
and say, "Are they expecting us, or do we have to wait with the riffraff?"
I say maybe I can talk up our way in just a little bit.
No.
I kind of look at Albrecht and let us go. Oh boy! All
Why
right,
I roll my
Why not
eyes.
me? Why not me?
Yeah, why not? Let him try.
Albrecht, you're a giant Viking.
Who's
I don't.
I look at Albrecht and I ask,
He has
who's
a
in
beating
charge of
heart.
Waterdeep?
James.
I walk over toward the gate where the guards are standing.
Can I do an
ahead of
intelligence check?
James is not seeing anyone today.
Well, I should be James.
I walk up to the guards at the gate where the petitioners are waiting.
Yeah.
I pull out my scroll of pedigree. I give my
Okay.
most courtly bow and I announce, I am Teclis Brightwood of Neverwinter, here bringing news of disaster and ruin from the town of Nightstone.
Oh, come
Lady
in.
Lyrel Silverhand.
I'm kind of just in the background, just like, "Yep." Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're giving him like a good 10 feet.
The guard kind of like looks you up and down, otherwise like not moving, just like eyes down. Gets the measure of you, takes your scroll of pedigree, unfurls it, glances at it, and hands it to a lesser guard behind
This is
him,
bullshit.
who then scurries off into the palace. And he resumes just staring straight ahead, stock still.
I patiently wait.
You ever been to the Rickety Critic guard?
Oh shit.
No, jeez.
He does not react to you at all.
Oh
Can
god,
I-
it's like the British people.
They're kind of on duty, dude.
Yeah.
That's how these guys work.
Why did we drink all that beer before we came? It's the morning still.
That was just you. We all
I
I
just
thought
haven't
that's
drank
what we
anything.
do.
No, that's what you do. You're an alcoholic.
Am I?
Yeah, you probably are. Like, you were going
It's
hard.
okay. It's fantasy times. Everyone's an alcoholic. Livers don't exist here.
That's true.
They most certainly do, Idriel. I got shot in mine.
So after about 10 minutes or so,
10 minutes?
yeah, the guard comes scurrying back, whispers into the guard's ear, hands him the scroll of pedigree, which he then just passes to you.
Mhm.
And he just kind of jerks his head at the lesser guard, who seems to be like leading the way for you guys into the palace. There are
I
a few
grin wide and I smile.
there are a few grumblings coming from the queue.
I shoot a couple of the grumblers, kind of
Yes,
a
you-
nasty look.
Guess you should have a more important
One
thing
or
to
two
do.
of them like look away, but a few of them just
No one wants to
maintain eye
look at your
contact
gross
with you
face.
and squint.
I stare them down, but I then just kind of grin and follow the group.
They grumble some more.
Yep, they can grumble.
I mutter, guess they should have had
Fucking
something more
knife
important to
ears
tell Lady
coming into
Lyrel.
our castle.
I give the guard a thumbs up as we walk by.
So
It's like a fucking Norwegian on vacation.
Well, yeah.
Literally, yes.
Yeah, he's...
Why do you think we're doing this?
I don't get out of Lilyhammer very much.
So this guard leads you through the entry hall, which is an echoing room of all polished marble, except for benches along the walls that are carved into the likenesses of seated lions, and massive pillars that hold up like the upper floor. He leads you directly across this room to a small door, which he opens and follow him through. is a sort of narrow hallway with like a nice carpet laid over the flagstones, and a few tapestries just hanging idly on the walls. He leads you, like, this whole hallway is kind of like an airlock, so there's a door on one side and a door on the other, and then just nothing but stone in between. And he leads you to the second door, which he turns the knob and just pushes it open, and then stands to the side and lets you guys walk through.
I'm pretty
Uh,
impressed with all this.
It is very impressive. There is an enormous amount of wealth you can't even imagine just in decorations
Yeah,
alone.
even Teclis is almost breathless with the beauty of such an old structure. And,
Right, but is this
I
like
appreciate
your
it, but at
house?
the same time, coming from an even bigger city, I kind of just look at it like, oh, this is nice.
did she ask if this is a palace?
I asked if you live in a place like this.
Oh no, not quite this nice. Nice though.
So you're
Not this
still
much.
shit at home too.
So as you guys enter this room, you kind of step into a modestly sized office. There is
80 by 80.
a large, like, hard wooden desk that has ornate carvings all along, like, the upper edge of it. And there is a small elven woman standing behind the desk, and then seated at the desk um, is a taller woman with long silver hair, uh, and a silver circlet that she wears to keep it up out of her face, um, and striking green eyes. She's currently scribbling away at some parchment in front of her, um, and
Are they a
her
couple of
focus
moon
seems
elves?
mostly on the papers. Although she does address you as you enter. Uh, she says, "Brightwood, huh? You must be the lesser then."
Ooh,
Oh,
shit!
she got you. Get cocked.
Yes, I am Teclis, son of Aldrich. Right.
Ah, yes, Aldrich. Kind of a dick, your dad.
Oh shit! I'm giggling.
Teclis sighs a sigh of relief. Am I glad to hear you say so? I've called him stronger myself.
She chuckles, although she doesn't raise her eyes from her work, and she says, "I can imagine. So what brings you here today?
I
I was
come
told something
bearing
of ruination."
I come bearing the ill news of a giant attack upon the town of Nightstone, which falls under your domain.
As soon as you mention giants, her quill goes down, and she looks up to meet your eyes as you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Giants, you say?
Yes, cloud giants. And I also come to inform you that during the attack, Lady Nandar was killed.
She shakes her head and she says, "It's tragic. She was the last Nandar.
Indeed.
Suppose we will have to find a suitable replacement."
Would you say never? There are none daughters.
No.
What of the
Yeah,
rest of the
I
villagers?
kind of just elbow. I elbow him really hard.
You
Not
can't let
now.
him get mouthy.
Teclis, as he starts talking, Teclis begins to sigh so hard he vocalizes. It's kind of like a, like
Sometimes we have to laugh, not to cry.
What does that mean?
It's like I'm saving. Sometimes we gotta make jokes to not be sad, to lighten the mood.
indeed.
Why would you be sad? What
Because
of the
that lady's
villagers?
dead.
Well, we were successful in driving off a raiding party of goblins and rescuing many of the villagers from a local cave.
Glad to hear it.
Also occupied with the goblins, and they will be returning to their homes.
Damn it! I'm sorry. I'm setting stuff up in my character sheet. Sorry, ignore
It's all
that.
good.
And I'm sure they will be awaiting word from you at some point as to who will be installed as their new lord or lady.
She nods, and then returns her focus back to her work. She starts scribbling again. She says, "Yes, of course. It'll be taken care of in due time, of course. However, there are more pressing matters, i.e., giants.
Indeed. I must be
Yours is
dealing
not
with
the
that
only
matter as
report
well.
of giants that I've heard. There was just recently an attack by hill giants on Golden Fields, which I don't have to tell you is very serious news.
Do I know about Golden Fields?
You do. It is a sort of religious agricultural settlement not far from Waterdeep. That is basically the breadbasket of the Sword Coast, at least this far north. They supply a lot of the grain to a lot of the cities here.
I nod my head gravely. That is very disturbing news.
Yes, fortunately, it seems like they were only interested in some of the livestock and not necessarily the grain, which had yet to be harvested even. And also, fortunately, a group of adventurers were able to help drive them off. But I have committed many of Waterdeep's resources to securing Golden Fields.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
It's not cheap
Hearing
hiring
of the
lookers
attack of
left.
Nightstone is grave news, of course. But it's good to know that you have restored order there, and that the villagers will be able to continue about their lives. She kind of snaps her hand at the elven woman behind her, who steps forward, and they exchange quick whispers. And the elven woman steps out and returns just a moment later with a sack of coin that she places on the desk, and Laryl just kind of like pushes it towards you for your services to the realm.
My lady, thank you very much. And I would inform you as well that I am active, as well as my compatriots here, in discovering what it is that has caused the giants to attack. And should, in the future, I find any intelligence of a threat to your realm or your people, I will do my best to make sure word gets to you before anything happens.
She nods and pauses her work to look you in the eyes, and she says, "Thank you. That would be appreciated."
Okay. And then with that, he will give his most courtly bow, pick up the sack of coin, turn around, and lead the rest of them out.
Sure. You guys are met by the guard on the other side of the door out, and he leads you back out to the front of the palace, which is just now opening up to other petitioners, and they're kind of like filing into the entrance chamber.
I see the two guys that kind of stare me down, and I kind of just wink at them as we walk by.
One of them
Right.
shakes his fist at you.
He doesn't even know who you are.
I just grin and I'm keep walking.
got inside!
Yeah. Do you really think people aren't as petty in this universe as the other real one? Because they are.
Absolutely. I make my way outside of the palace gates
Okay.
to whatever nearby kind of secluded area there is, and we can count the coin.
Sure.
So,
God damn it.
I watch over his shoulder with barely suppressed ego.
I literally moved to stand to block him from other people looking at him.
I'm just like hovering over him.
There are 50 platinum pieces in there.
Fucking what? Holy shit.
What?
Holy Christ. All right.
How much? Those are 10 gold each, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Jeez.
it's a
500
lot,
gold.
but not a tremendous amount. How much was it again?
It's a lot for us.
That's
I know it is.
50
gold.
platinum.
Yeah, it's. And how many? What was the number again? I'm sorry, I missed it.
50
50.
platinum.
Oh, 50. Okay, so 500 gold. Got it. Okay.
I turn around to Idrihill and say, I think between you and me, we've got enough to bankroll this shit.
You might want to remember there's 2 other people here.
I know.
Tapping my foot.
How are we going to do this?
There's a real simple way to do this.
Everybody gets
125 gold each. Or
Well,
we
we
have
have
to
to
divide
convert
it
it.
up.
You
Yeah.
gotta convert it over to gold.
Yes, can we go make change?
Well, it's 12.5 each. So
Since we're
everyone
going to
gets 11,
Neverwinter.
and then we put how many in the bag of holding?
Well then, okay. Why don't we just make it so everybody gets 10 platinum pieces, and we put 10 in the bag of holding.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right, I'll split it up that way. So I've got 10 platinum pieces.
I feel like we could have given everyone 11 and put 6 in the bag of holding.
I mean, we might need some money later on in case things get bad.
You might need some money.
No, he doesn't. His
So we
mother's
get. So
sending
we
him a
each get
check.
what? 11.
10 platinum
10.
pieces.
10, and then I'm editing the bag of holding as we speak.
Nice.
I like money. So,
Spoken like a rich man.
hey, you know what? In all honesty, and I don't like to gloat, it does open a lot of doors. Did he ever give you my scroll of pedigree back?
You didn't get your scroll back.
Sorry,
Well,
drugs.
did that guard hand it back to me?
Yeah, he did right before
Okay,
they
cool.
let you in.
Cool, I still got that then. All right.
Shall we go find Morak then?
That's the next thing on the agenda.
All right.
I don't need to send a letter to my mother.
How do I
because
pick
we are
up-
going to Neverwinter?
How do I pick up Morak's trail?
You can still send that letter.
No, but he's saying he can just go
Oh,
to his house.
Well, then
and
she'll have
get
it ready.
The money. If he sends the letter, they're going to send the gold here after we've left.
Right, that's fine. This what we have is enough to keep us going for a while.
I don't think I've ever even seen a platinum piece.
All right, yeah, and I guess we're gonna go find Morak then.
All right, Lena, you wanted to try and track him?
I guess.
Well, he's with a
well,
group of refugees. He can't be that hard to find.
Just tell me
yeah,
what
you
to
last
roll.
saw him in the South Ward, so if you're gonna try and like pick up his trail,
Yeah.
that's probably where you should start.
Yeah, we make our way to the south ward near the gate and start there.
All right, it takes you a couple hours to get down there.
Oh, really? I thought that like Edrahil was like really
It
good
takes
at
you an
walking.
hour to get there.
Okay.
It's late morning now.
All right.
But you arrive at where like the two avenues fork here, in the right next to the gate, which is the last place you saw Morak and the villagers.
All right.
Make a survival check.
It's the
All right,
Lena
Douglas,
tracking
what's
music.
your great plan to find these guys?
I'll tell you in a second.
We'll have to probably go around to each of the hostels and inns and see if they've been seen. take
Yeah,
all
this is
day.
a heavily trafficked area, and you can't pick out like
I didn't see
any
any
like
evidence of like
recognizable
large groups of
prints.
people.
And yeah, it's.
Can I walk around a bit and look again?
If you
I
want to
go to the
spend
nearest-
like 20 minutes on it, you can take a 20.
Halfway official
that's what
looking
I mean,
person
is
and
I'm
ask
gonna-
them if
I'm
they've
gonna
seen a
take a
large group
20.
of refugees.
I'm taking a 20.
Who are you asking this, Woodrow?
Is there anyone that looks halfway official? A guard, a guard for a shipping company that stands at watch. Anyone that
As
looks
it
like they might be.
happens, there is a guard post just at the end of the street.
Your guards were invaluable.
I'm going to
They
ask
are.
them, hey, have you seen a large group of refugees come by? We helped them get here, and we would like to make contact.
Yeah, as you're doing this, Lena's like searching around on the ground looking for tracks, markings on walls. And the guard is like, "Oh yeah," and he gives you directions to a place in the dock ward.
Cool. What's the name of the place?
There you know the place. Let me tell you.
I still want to find it. I took
It's
a
okay.
20.
It's okay, Lena. Don't worry. You'll be able to find something later, I'm sure.
I took a 20.
Never said I'm not going to let you do it.
Fuck you. You're gonna like follow me around like Warber.
The name of the inn that he directs you to is the Sword and Fire.
Oh.
Got it. I head over to see Lena looking at the ground. and
Lena,
I
you fucking got this
patiently
trail. You picked it up.
I found it. I found the refugee trail.
Yeah, you totally did.
I'm gonna whistle at Brightwood and start following it.
All right. You start.
I walk with them, but just a little
darting
bit
through
ahead.
the crowd, picking up pieces of the trail, and it leads you a couple blocks down, and you turn the corner with it down into an alleyway, and you see a rather gross dwarf urinating against the wall with his head just pressed up against it, and he's moaning.
Is that Morak?
Oh, we're
Is
in the
that
good part
Norak?
of town.
It is not.
I'm asking Brightwood.
No.
Does the trail lead through the alleyway?
No, it ends at this dwarf.
Man,
I say the name of the inn. I'm sorry, I forgot what the name of the inn was.
the sword.
Sword and Fire.
All right. Oh yeah, Sword and Fire. That's where they are. Let's go in.
All right.
Wait, so what? We're there?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't left the southward yet. This is
I know where we are because I know where it is, and I let Lena have her moment.
It is not where you currently are, but
So I took a 20 and I found a pissing dwarf.
you sure did.
Oh wait, I'm confused then as to what was going on. So this is not the actual inn that
No.
we're standing in front of.
No, Lena
Okay.
tracked a drunk dwarf.
I look at Lena and I just go,
Of people.
that was a good try. That was a good try. It's this way. And I point up the road.
I feel like I didn't find what I set out to find.
There's a lot of footprints.
So you guys set out heading towards the dock ward.
It's late morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys end up in the middle of it, outside the Sword and Fire, which is a 4-tiered affair.
Is it nice?
I mean, it's okay.
Like,
The inn you stayed in was much nicer. This, however, looks like a more sturdy establishment for like sailor types when they're in port.
Was paying for it. All right, I go in.
You guys push into a rather expansive tavern area with tables and a long bar up against the back. There are several sailors in here already drinking. You do spot a few of the villagers. In fact, the halfling family having breakfast.
Oh, the kids?
Yeah, and their mom.
Is that the one I gave the doll to?
I don't think so. I think you gave the doll to
Hildy?
the little girl in the windmill people's family.
Right.
Do
they still recognize me from my sweet
Kayla
tricks?
is here with her kids. They're eating. And you can see Morak is up at the bar talking to the innkeep.
I am going to approach.
All right.
Roll initiative.
As you approach, you could hear Morak kind of like swapping tales with this innkeep and like rumors and shit.
I killed 2 ogres, saved my whole village.
As I sit down next to Morak, I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Innkeep, whatever he's having, give him another one, and I'll have a wine."
Okay. You know what? And more like as you put your hand on his shoulder, he turns to you and you're met with a smile. And
I'm just over on the side, just
you
eating. I just get a regular ale.
sure. You can see that Morak is currently enjoying a frothy milk beverage that the innkeep doubles up on and just puts the glass
He's got
next
a
to him
Frappuccino.
and slides you a mug with some wine in it.
Nice.
It's okay.
I can drink cheap. I'm good with that.
As you kind of like settle in, Morak just kind of jumps into conversation, and he says, "Well, I don't know about you, but I haven't had much luck putting together any kind of resistance to these bastards in Nightstone. However, everyone has a bed to sleep in, so that's good."
That's good. But I'm here to tell you, you'll all be returning home much sooner than you think.
He like lets out like just a huge sigh of relief. That you kind of feel like he probably didn't know, like he was like holding in, and he says, "Oh, that's amazing news. What's going on?"
We should speak somewhere more private, where only you and I can hear.
Always with
He
the
nods
privacy.
and says, "I got a room upstairs. Let's go."
And I follow him to his room.
He takes you up to the third floor and leads you into a small kind of, I mean, it's a closet really. It's just like enough space for a cot and like a little
How are we
dresser
all gonna
drawers.
fit in there?
It's
I
like
lean on the wall outside the door. I don't give a
sure.
shit.
Yeah, there's
keep an eye out.
not
If
enough room for
anyone's
all of
listening.
you,
Yeah,
especially Albrecht.
yeah. Albrecht and I just lean on either side of the door.
Yeah.
All
Nothing
right.
to see here.
Okay. Morak,
Yes.
there is a friendly
What you got?
force of mercenaries on their way. Are going to prepare to move on the village. Now, there is
Right.
one thing I must do after we speak in order to make this happen. I have
Okay.
to send a communication. And as soon as I send that communication, you are going to, and this is important, wait until after dark, at which
Okay.
time you will go here, and I instruct him how to get to this dead drop.
Okay.
Um,
He nods with understanding.
you are going to lead the villagers to Nightstone when it's safe, and it will be made safe soon. But you will have to go to this place after dark.
Okay.
That's it.
What do I expect there?
The letter didn't tell me. That's not out
Oh,
of character. Out of character.
Make some
Yeah,
shit up.
Um,
Make
I
some
sure
shit up.
didn't.
Truthfully, I don't know. But I assume you'll know it when you see it. That's how these people tend to operate.
He nods and says, "Fair enough." Well, that's excellent news. Um, I'll be sure to let everyone know that they'll be going back home soon.
Maybe just the adults go first, and then bring the rest of the families once they know exactly what's happening. Techless.
He nods and points at Underhill and he's like, "This man's wise."
If you think that would be best, do that.
I kind of just tip my beer at him, take a sip, and go back to minding my own business.
Given our luck recently, I don't want to take any chances.
I wouldn't either. But I do think you can trust the people that we're working with.
Well, you pulled our asses out of the fire once. I have no reason not to trust you about this.
Well, Morak, It has been a pleasure knowing you. We are Neverwinter bound after we complete our tasks here today.
Oh,
Our
Neverwinter,
paths-
you say?
Indeed.
Well, listen. Do you think you could do me a favor on your way? It's a little out of the way, but you see, my friend Darthag, he ran the trading post in town. He didn't make it. But his ex-wife runs a franchise up in Tribor, which I know is near Neverwinter. Could I terribly bother you to deliver the news for me?
It shouldn't take us too far out of the way. I look at the rest of Idra Hill. I look at Idra Hill and Lena and Albrecht. Say,
Can't see us.
Yeah, they're outside the room.
is Tribor? What do I know about Tribor? Is it on the way?
Yeah, it's like a little like hamlet that's it's like I think it's like, let me look at the map here.
Ed's in the room.
It's
with you.
not very far out of town of Neverwinter. It's like past the Neverwinter Wood.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just
Oh, we can make
You
a
would-
stop.
you would know about this, Lena. Like Tribor is a
Oh, yeah, it's in
kind of
the
a
room.
trading hub. So from Neverwinter, let me just double check here.
I've probably been there.
Yeah, so it's like 200 miles away from Neverwinter.
You can tell me later.
In fact, I'll just show you on the map because this is shit that you know.
So that's like 4 days away from Neverwinter.
Yeah, and so looking at the map here, you can see that there is a northern path that goes inland up here through Westbridge. That'll take you
I
right
know
to Tribor.
all about the Tribor Trail.
Yeah, then you take the Tribor Trail back to the high road and then up to Neverwinter.
Motherfuckers, we can go home. I could get some shit.
Oh, so that would take. Then when we go to Neverwinter, it would take us through the woods.
I could
It takes you south
take
of the
you
wood, but
there
yeah.
with my eyes closed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, following the trail, you go up and then down and then north again.
Right,
But if Lena just takes us through her homeland,
that's true. Shave some days off.
yep.
Here's my house.
Sure. I don't see why that would be much of a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you'll
Oh,
have to
well,
explain
thank
this
you,
to me
Ed.
afterwards.
I'd be eternally grateful. More than I am already.
What does he want us to do? Hold on, let me just write this down.
He wanted you to take a message to someone in Tribor?
Yeah, you are looking for the ex-wife of Darthag Olgar.
Which one was he?
You don't know. You didn't meet him or find him or anything.
Oh, is he
What's
dead
his
guy?
name? His name is
He is
Dorthak.
dead. Darthag.
Really?
Dorthag. Olgar?
Olgar.
Yeah.
Olgar.
Ulgar.
Oh, Ulgar. Okay. What's her name? I don't know her name.
Yeah, I'm looking it up real quick.
Dude, this is great. We can go home and I can just stay there while you guys go Tribor.
And Darthag was killed in the giant attack.
Yeah, I guess he's dead.
Sad.
Because he wasn't one of the people we met.
He's probably one of the corpses in the village.
That's maybe the guy with the foot sticking out. The boulder?
Her name is Alestra.
That's a cool name.
Alestra.
Yeah, it's so cool that they took it out of Pringles.
Alestra.
Shit. God damn it, where'd the thing go? It disappeared on me. Hang on. Get
Okay.
spelling here.
Well, this is exciting.
I'm excited.
Dude, yeah, you're excited. We're going to get to go see my dad again?
Oh, that old guy.
Alestra.
It's
No,
not...
it's like from Pringles from the
Olestra.
90s. Did you guys ever read that Craigslist posting about Alestra?
Crab's
Oh.
List?
Yeah, Crab's List posting.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
It's
Sweet.
for another time.
We're having a secret enclave meeting outside the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Um.
Hi.
Yes, Morak. I think we can do that for you.
Amazing. Thank you. He shakes your hand.
Shake his. I
Firmly?
suppose we must part ways now.
He nods and says, "Thank you again for everything."
I hug him.
You're not.
He
You can't.
I know. I'm
kind of surprised at first, but then he
No. That's not
into it.
canon. That's not canon.
And he fucking squeezes you back, dude, and like it's
That's-
a good like bear hug. This
isn't
dwarf
happening.
is small, but he's
This
strong.
isn't happening.
I look back at Hill and I say, "Get in here, man."
What the fuck? Why are you letting this happen? Edra just
Whatever.
you just walked in and hugged that
It's
man
called team
completely.
building.
You didn't hear a word they said. You just walked in and decided
I'm
to
kind
hug
of just
this dwarf.
stunned. I'm kind of just like, all right, this is happening.
I'm not moving.
Do you go in for it, Edriel?
No, not really.
Okay.
I glance. I turn and like glance my head in. Like it just kind of pops in the door frame, and I'm like, ugh.
We will put things right.
I walk over to the hug and I put my arms around both of them and I pat them.
And I roll my eyes and turn back around.
See Hildy.
I kind of back out towards Lena.
Nope.
Morag is like not as into it anymore, and he's kind of like, okay then.
Listen.
And he's like trying to politely disengage the hug, but
I let go.
yeah, he takes a step back and straightens his tunic. And he's like, "All right then."
Yeah, we're gonna get your town back, buddy.
Fuck this.
He nods and says, "Thank you again."
No problem.
Okay. I'm gonna leave.
All right.
Good hug. And leave now.
Good job.
Now what?
Well,
I suppose we should leave under cover of night.
Tekla should probably tell us.
What are you gonna do?
Tell me
What happened?
where we're going.
I gather the party after the hugging incident, and I say my thank you to Morak, and I usher Douglas and Albrecht out of the room, and we meet downstairs in the common room.
I stick my head back in and I wink at
next
Morak.
steps.
I have to deliver an urgent message, and I actually have to get the. So off we go to the drop area again.
You're doing another one?
Mm-hmm.
The same
I lead
area?
them as quickly as possible with my city secrets towards the drop area.
And as we walk, I am going to be jotting down a message on a parchment.
What did you?
Okay. You guys make your way back north to the trades ward.
Somebody tell me what happened in there.
It's a little afternoon now. As you guys arrive, and that old elf is still on the bench, although now he is like laying on it and seems to be fast asleep with his head rested on the folded up dragon chessboard. He's giving out some meows.
I just look at Techless like this is all you did.
Oh, hold on, I'm typing this message.
Can we assume that during that walk and talk that Teglis told me like that we're going to Tribor?
I don't know, Teklas, did you?
Because I'm still waiting for them to do that.
No, I didn't say anything.
Why?
He's writing as he's walking, and then he's got to drop off this.
I look at Lena. They say we're going to some place called Tribor.
Tribor? That's my backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been there plenty of times.
Good. For once, we're going to know where we're going.
I always know where I'm going, Adriel.
Yeah, is that how you found Morak over there?
You told me to find a dwarf. I found a dwarf.
I laugh and grin and get back to walking, making sure we're going as quickly as possible.
This is the message I scribble down.
All right.
Okay, read it to me.
Nightstone, when I left it, was occupied by a force of 8, a woman who we discovered when we were taking care of the goblins. She was later joined by a force of 7, one man who led them and 6 others, all a horse. The village is defended by a wooden palisade with a drawbridge facing the west. The keep is separated into a separate motte and bailey. There is a good chance that they may have been reinforced. I don't think they intended on leaving anytime soon. Morak knows to come after dark.
I didn't actually expect you to.
No, it's okay. I wanted to. And then I look at Idrihil. Do you think there's a good chance there might be more?
What was it? I'm sorry, I was switching from muted to not. What was that?
More mercenaries, more that showed up.
He's
after
asking
those
you if
7.
you think Nightstone will be reinforced anytime soon.
No idea. Plan for the worst.
Fair enough.
What?
I add plan for the worst at the end of the
Okay.
letter.
You might not have wanted to write that exactly. We're not devoting the entire resources of the organization.
All right. So you finish writing this letter as you arrive in the square, and there's
Nightstone.
this old elf sleeping on the bench next to the wall where you got to get to.
I just look at Tackles and go, "This is your show, big guy."
You get to finish your game, bravely.
Yeah, but I might need to finish this game of chess, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna walk over there.
Don't
and
wake him up.
While he's sleeping, I'm going to try to put the letter in the hole where it needs to go with the brick.
Okay.
Before I wake him up.
James Bond.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, here we go. Why don't you
No,
just have me put your things away for you?
I have inspiration. I would like
Don't
to
waste.
use
No, don't. Please. God damn it.
Aren't you glad I used
You're a
advantage?
Fucking idiot.
So Tuckers, you go up to where the dead drop is, and
What a
You,
fucking waste.
you pull at the stone, although it seems a little wedged in there now, and you kind of like give it a yank, and it pops out and almost drops, but you catch it, put the letter in, and replace the stone, and then leave a
Nice.
little chalk mark to indicate that it's ready to be picked up.
You could have just had one of us do that for you.
I'm a grown man. And then I sit down in front of the old man.
What are you
And I
You
doing?
just sit next to him.
Care for a game?
What are you?
No!
What?
Oh,
What?
God.
What? Oh, it's you! Want a
I-
rematch, huh?
Indeed.
I
I
didn't even
think,
finish the first one.
sir,
He taps the-
I
on the
acted.
board.
I today acted a fool. The sun, the heat
Certainly
down
did.
here in the south. You know, I'm a northern boy. I
Shut up
don't.
and
I
let's
don't.
play. And he opens
Okay.
up the board and starts setting it up.
We're in the north.
And this time he gives you the white pieces, and he stares at you intently, waiting for your opening move.
I feel like I should stop him.
I make an intelligence check.
Yep.
Oh wait, I'm
my
on
God.
advantage. But you take the
You
first
rolled a
one.
16.
Yeah.
And I roll a 16.
I
All right. You
can't
make an
believe
opening move,
you
and he
fucking
responds.
used your inspiration for that.
I would like to do something.
What do you
Please.
want to do?
I would like to sit right behind the old man, menacingly.
Oh my god,
If
no.
you're behind him.
But he's got to be aware that I'm there.
Make an
Don't look.
intimidation check.
Don't look. Hold on. Do you want us to sit on either side?
Wait, no. Albrecht, I'm playing a game with this gentleman. What are you doing?
I know. I'm just going to have a fucking.
Hey. Jesus Christ. Albrecht.
What is wrong with having a? I'm gonna-
Make an intimidation check.
Albrecht's really
I'm
evolving as a
looking
character.
for it.
Are you kidding me? What the hell is going on?
All completely unfazed. this elf makes an incredible move that you have like never even seen before or considered, and like it's elegant and beautiful, and you're kind of stunned for a moment, and you're not quite sure how to respond initially.
Oh,
Think about it.
Well played.
I get up and I walk over to Idrihil, and I tell
Are we
him,
taking turns?
no, maybe not.
That's just
Um,
not getting involved.
All right. Do I got to make another check?
Yep.
Please finish the game. What the shit is happening?
You guys press on in a incredibly intense game.
Does a crowd gather?
No, not quite. Although,
It's nighttime
like,
now, right?
by
It's not that
the
late.
like, you guys
No,
don't know
afternoon.
exactly what's going on unless you like have played Dragon Chess before. But like, both Teclis and this elf are like sweating at the brow by the middle, and their brows furrowed in concentration as they touch pieces and then remove their hand before moving a different piece, and this goes back and forth for some time until only 2 pieces remain, and you have drawn. And he kind of just like leans back, like looking at the board, and he says, "I don't think I've ever seen that happen."
Me neither, sir.
Good fucking game, and he sticks his hand out over the board.
I shake his hand.
Holy shit! And he kind of like folds up his board and stands up and just starts like walking away.
And dies.
Then he stops and like turns back towards you and says, "What's your name, young man?"
Darius Rucker.
Teclis Brightwood of Neverwinter.
What's your name? Alright.
Yeah, he
You're the
taps
dead trap.
his forehead and points at you, and then walks away.
He just put a. He hunter's marked you.
All right. What time is it of day?
It's
Like
been
afternoon?
3 hours.
At this point, it's early afternoon.
I thought if I sat behind him, I could see what he was doing, and then I could tell you.
Albert,
But
that's,
it was not like poker.
I could see what he was doing as. Oh, Albrecht.
that's
You know
cute.
what? It's the thought that matters. Thank you.
I'm glad you find his shenanigans so endearing.
It's harmless.
You're the definition of harmless.
Jesus. Nice. That's dope.
My head is in my hands as Teclis comes back to the group, and I just look at him and just say, "Teclis, we need to have some conversations about being involved in espionage."
I owed him one. Come on.
You don't say your name.
He was rather rude last time.
You don't say your name.
Oh yeah, that part was stupid.
He didn't see it. Who? What do you think he has to do with anything?
It's
He's
not
You
him.
don't know.
You were at a dead drop. People like my organization know where these are.
You
Let
know,
them come.
Brightwood, Enderhill does make a few good points. We're standing at a dead drop saying, "My name is Teclis Brightwood."
Well, my identity. Well, here's the thing. My identity isn't a secret. Everyone knows who I am.
You still don't need to announce it.
I'm glad you think everybody knows who you
Yes, you got a rather big opinion of yourself.
People kind
Let's
of know
go,
who I am.
please.
I am Albrecht Arden. Look at me.
Away from the
Um,
dead drop with spies watching.
For all we know, it could be you that is the
okay.
spy.
Yeah, let's go. What do we have to do
I
now?
would have
What's
let
the
you
rest of the
die
day?
if that was the case.
I
What's
guess.
the rest? What's on the itinerary now? What's the rest of the day?
We're leaving, as far as I know.
We can leave tomorrow.
You guys want to go get lit before we leave tomorrow?
No.
If we're gonna be dealing with you, yes.
Listen, we can leave at first light tomorrow, but there's no reason we shouldn't stay and relax.
Yeah, first things tomorrow. Let's go back.
I'm
All
pretty
right.
eager to get back. If we're going to try it, means I can stop at home.
First light tomorrow. We head to an inn.
Brightwood, are we going to Neverwinter?
How much is
first
one?
or
How much is one
Triborough?
night for 4
Oh!
people, Sagan?
Lena, we
Yes.
have to do Morak a favor on our way to Neverwinter.
Yeah, Edward kind of told me because you were sort of ignoring me, and I'm not like mad about it,
I'm
but
sorry, I was writing that letter. I got lost in the clouds.
yeah, sure.
I do that sometimes.
The clouds.
But before we go there, we have to go to Tribor. So
That's-
perhaps I thought if we go to Tribor first, we could cut our journey a little in half on the way to Neverwinter if perhaps you lead us through your homeland.
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say.
I'm pretty smart.
That's what they say.
I roll insight on Teckles.
Do it.
Is he lying?
Make the roll. We'll find out. Does Teclis think that?
Teclis thinks he's pretty smart. He
Does,
is.
Yeah,
does
he's-
not change anything.
You,
He
you
is.
don't- you think
Teclis
that-
has fucking 14 intelligence.
Are you just waving your hands and shouting this now?
No, I'm saying that.
I'm smart.
No, here,
I'm real
answer.
smart.
Here, yeah. Make up an answer with that. Teclis has 14 intelligence and 15 wisdom. And he has confidence.
And that'll get you a lot of places. I know a guy like that.
Where'd my character sheet go? Oh, there it is.
So, Woodrow, to answer your question, the price for rooms and stuff would just depend on the inn you're at.
Well, wait, are we just leaving?
I thought we were leaving tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but I mean, we could still like have some drinks,
What?
Yeah, let's go party at
get
the
some food.
All right.
I want to have a nice night in Waterdeep before I go home.
All of you make investigation checks.
Okay.
Investigation.
Jesus.
Wow.
I am investigating like
is-
a motherfucker.
This seems fitting.
Full spectrum warriors over here.
This seems perfectly a character.
Idrihil, as you guys are kind of like walking and talking and deciding what you want to do with the rest of your evening, you spot a tavern that's kind of like tucked away in an alley that doesn't have like an obvious entrance, although you come down to like one of those stairwell pits like before. And the door opens freely, and inside you see an expansive bar with some bards on a little stage off on one side that are fucking kicking some awesome jams. There are people of all walks of life in here, all gathered around at tables. There's some gambling tables at the back where cards are being dealt. And the bar seems to have a vast supply.
I stop in my tracks as we were walking, hearing everyone's discussion, and I kind of stop and I just motion right towards this bar. I'm like, "Follow me."
I didn't stop. I walked right past him.
Wait. Do
Lena.
I trust him? Do I trust this?
Lada, come on.
Oh,
Do
Can I
you?
insight check him?
You want to see the big city? Let's see some
15.
parts of the big city.
I want to eat.
There's food here.
Why are you stopping me from getting it?
No, to be
Yeah,
fair,
we
we haven't.
You can tell he's being serious.
We haven't
more
eaten
than-
since breakfast.
There's more than one place to get food in the city. This looks like a good one. Come on, follow me.
All
I
right, I'll
thought we
follow
were
him.
walking into this building.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I lead them. I lead the party to the entrance, and we find a table.
All right, you guys do that.
I
All right,
want to
where's the service at
kick
here?
out one of my
A
platinum.
tavern
pieces.
wench pulls around with a tray. Says, "What are you having?"
I need
I
something
will
to
have an
drink.
ale. My bearded friend here will have
Water.
Give him your finest water.
He will have a water. My other bearded friend here shall have your best wine. Sorry, maybe not best. I look around and I see the bar. I say,
I
The
put
house
the
wine.
platinum piece on the table. I say, give him the best.
In the water, I would like smaller chunks.
She
That's
just kind of
more
like
than
slides
what we
the
need.
platinum piece off the table and sticks it into a pouch at her waist, winks at you, and then walks away. And a few moments later, comes back with a hefty bottle of spirits that she plunks down on the table and distributes glasses.
That's a lot of fucking money for some goddamn water.
Well, that's just very generous, Lena. Thank you.
Jesus
I look at the
Christ.
party. I look at the party. I say, y'all best be careful with this stuff.
Yeah, the bottle itself is a very fine make, and it has what appears to be like gold leaf, kind of like flaked
this
around
gold?
the
Is this
We're
corners.
drinking
Slaughter?
Goldslogger.
They take him. They take him
I look
like,
at I look at Idra Hill and I say, well, to be honest, I'd rather die doing this than getting hammered by a giant's club.
You
you're
missed the
going
hammer
to get
joke.
me killed, Brightwood. I want to have some fun.
Good. We're gonna have some fun, but let's just not wake up in a ditch. Cheers.
The bar wench
Nice jump.
comes back as you guys are drinking and starts like laying out plates of smoked meats,
I want some fruit.
rolls, all sorts of good deliciousness.
Is this
And it basically
hello?
fills up the whole table, aside from like your glasses and the bottle.
I'm getting my drink on. I ain't getting carded.
I eat some cheese and meat.
There are a nice variety of cheeses, in fact, and all of them are delicious.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
partake, although I am limiting myself in terms of how much I'm drinking tonight.
It's your loss.
I'm gonna
All
drink
right.
a bit.
I'm
The
gonna-
spirits are very good.
Hell yeah.
And very
We getting-
potent.
All right,
get a
who
little, I'm getting a
knows?
little tipsy. Not going overboard.
Who knows any drinking games?
Lena does.
Does anyone here know any drinking games?
He's lying. I don't.
All right, let's play Truth or Dare.
Someone here does. I'm looking at Idra Hill.
A drinking game tonight may not be the most wise course of action.
Tell him a drinking game.
This might be the last time you get to sit down and do like something like this in your whole life.
I don't think that's true.
Tomorrow
That's-
we embark
I think
upon a
he's trying to
grand
talk-
adventure.
I honestly don't know very many drinking games that involve shots.
Roll, see if I get drunk.
Do I know any?
Like, I guess we could play. Okay, we guess what? I guess it's just called. It's like Tiddlywinks or whatever. It was it where you flip the coin into the shot glass.
sure,
You
yeah.
drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy
Oh.
because it's just a dexterity check. Let's do that.
Sure.
But I don't know exactly the rules of how that works because I guess the goal is just to keep drinking until you get hammered.
You're doing it into someone else's glass.
Okay, yeah,
so they
okay,
have to do
okay.
it.
Here, I'm gonna try and flick a coin into Teclis's drink. Can I
Alright.
use dexterity here?
Yep.
And it's a straight check, not a save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pling plop.
Nice.
And I just I look at him and grin as the copper piece falls into his glass. Drink up.
All right, so I'm gonna drink it, put it down, take a coin. What are we doing? Clockwise, going around, and you just pick your target.
Yeah.
I believe you could go to whoever you want.
All right, I'm gonna.
It's up to
flip
you.
mine- I'm gonna try to flip mine into Lena's.
Alright. Dexterity check.
What the hell? I just tapped back to the rabbit and it's a picture.
Pling! It plocks on the rim of her glass and then falls in.
Nice shot,
Nice.
Blackwood. Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Can I flick it right back at him?
You sure?
15.
Sploosh.
Sploosh.
I gotta tally these on. I'm 1, 2. This is my third. Down it. If I can take the coin.
Make
and
a Constitution check before you do this.
You gotcha. Saving throw or Constitution check?
Saving throw. Sure, why not?
You're feeling it.
Yeah, these spirits are hitting you way harder than you expected, and you need to make this dexterity check at disadvantage.
Fuck. I'm gonna go for Idra heals.
Alright.
Hmm.
Cling, and then off the table.
I grin at him as he attempts.
All right, maybe you're right about this stuff. It is pretty good.
Say it.
Yes.
I slap my hand on the table. This is boring. I've got a better idea.
What's that?
I grab one of the apples off of the
Oh
display.
no!
There are
Oh,
some on the table.
Oh,
I bet you
oh,
I can shoot this off of your fat.
Me?
You.
Oh, I bet you probably could, though. You're good with that thing.
Then you've got nothing to be afraid of.
Why don't?
How many apples are on the table?
There are 2 apples.
2 apples. Are there any other fruits?
There is an orange and a pear.
Sweet.
Ooh, nice. There we go.
Dude, hell yeah.
Okay.
Choose your fruit, sir.
I'm gonna do this. I'll look at Idril and Albrecht and say, I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
And I
You're
point at
psyching
them.
yourself up.
I sip my
I'm
water.
just shaking my head. No, don't do it.
I hug him and wish him the best.
You better miss high.
I'm not gonna miss.
Okay.
You better miss high.
I'm not gonna miss.
I am going to
He
take
is
the
money.
apple. I'm going to take the apple. I'm going to stand next to the wall nearest to our table. And I'm
Okay.
gonna put the apple on my head.
Alright.
All right. How big is the room?
The room is about 40 feet across.
All right. I go to the other end of the room.
As I'm doing this, I call everyone to watch. In the bar.
This is
As
terrible.
you do, and as you're like readying your bow, the innkeeper kind of cuts through the crowd and like throws his hand out and is like, "Hang on a second, is this consensual?"
Yes.
Absolutely, sir.
Hang on."
Absolutely.
And he turns around and walks away.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna balance the apple on my head
When I
and stand up straight.
hold on a second.
Why not make a Constitution save?
Oh, no.
Nice.
Why would you guys drink
Yeah, gonna do this shit. It's a bad idea.
18.
Gonna drink the liquor and do stupid things.
You're
I
good.
can hold
You,
it?
you still have most of your physical faculties. about
Okay.
you.
Before when I pull the arrow out, I want to Can I take like a training arrow with like a dulled tip?
Sure.
Yeah, just one without an actual point.
One
Yeah,
that
you
probably,
can just pull
one
the
that
arrow off.
probably won't kill me
It'll pierce a
immediately.
fruit, sure, but it's not gonna kill him. Maybe.
Sure.
Are you
Alright.
sure you want to do this? I'll give you one last chance.
Have never been more sure of anything in my life. Real quick, have I ever actually been more sure of anything in my life?
I mean, that's really up to you.
Yeah, I've never been more drunkenly kind of sure of anything in my life.
I have to say, Brightwood, I'm impressed by your bravery.
Well, I have been known to impress people sometimes.
Very well. Stand as still as you can.
I just look at Albrecht. He's gonna fucking die.
Hell yeah,
Wait.
man.
Are you shouting
Okay.
this?
Never mind.
No,
go
no,
ahead.
I'm talking to
Never
Albrecht
mind, Go
quietly.
ahead.
All right.
Go
You didn't
ahead.
hear that.
Should I just make an attack?
Yep.
Attempt number 1.
There's only going to be one attempt.
Wow! Into the wall, even without the arrowhead.
Oh!
There's a cheer from all onlookers.
He's not just laughing.
I clap my hands vigorously.
I walk over and I pull the arrow off the wall and I eat the fucking apple off of it like a spit roast.
A bunch of people in the crowd are like clapping you on the shoulder as you're doing this.
I told you I wouldn't miss.
Hold on. I've got another idea. Bring more fruit. Give me more
What
fruit.
did you do?
This is a bit. Oh no!
A bunch of people around the crowd just like throw fruit onto your table.
I take 4 apples, and then I walk over to the area where I was standing, and I cast mirror image and split myself into 4 concentric images of Techless Brightwood that all move and position at the same time, that you can't tell which one is real, and they move and talk at the same time, all echoing each other.
There's a collective whoa going through the crowd.
Hold on a second.
And then I start speaking. Okay, Lena, I've got a really good idea. And then I get each one to take an apple if they can hold it.
Sure.
I almost pass out. Which one is the real you?
Who knows? But
Which
you
one?
have to shoot all the apples. You gotta get all of them, okay?
Hold on a second. So is he? Are the Techlesses standing in a row in a line like in front of me?
No, if I move, they alter position so that you can't tell which one is me, but they all make the same movements at the same time.
So it's kind of like a circle of Techlesses.
Around, yeah.
And I have to hit the real one?
You have to hit the apples on all their heads.
What? So I
This
make
is
like
just so that if you miss, you might not kill me.
Yeah, you're making 4 attacks.
4. Oh my god! All right. I choke back a little bit of vomit at the sight of 4 Techless Brightwoods, and
The room goes quiet and the bards stop playing as
Oh,
everyone is
It's,
watching.
it's me. I put the music back on. Put the music back on. Come on. And then if they start playing the music, I'm gonna have the Techlesses do a dance.
Oh
Little
no.
dance as he gets.
You're
That's
gonna do a
not fair.
performance check now.
They kind of like strike up a terse and somewhat jaunty tune.
What about the people in the bar? Shouldn't
Fine.
they
It's a
get
bad
down?
drinking dance.
Apples are falling off of your heads.
Ah, shit. And I pick them back up.
I'm spinning around because I'm unsure which one to talk to. You need to stand still.
Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take all my forms. I'm going to go over to where
they
I was
like-
standing
Do
before.
they like pass through me like a ghost?
You can't really tell actually. They just kind of like shift around in place.
Well, I
as
meant
you-
like if he's standing in the circle and decides to move to another area because I'm in the middle. Do I brush up against one?
You don't necessarily feel them as they move past, although you'd imagine that you'd touched one.
Real
I
quick,
retch.
as we're doing this, I just want to save my reaction to
Yeah, you
be able
better.
to shield if I need to.
Your odds ain't as good this time. Okay,
Which would, if I cast that, would make my armor class 19.
there's no way I'm gonna hit a bar patron, right?
No, they've kind of like cleared a path for you.
All right, because I'm firing in like what is it, 4 different
40
directions
feet.
now?
Oh yeah.
Well, I know.
Well,
I know.
they're like just in a group up against the wall.
Okay. Whew.
And I say, gather round, people, and you shall see the greatest archer in history. Then I stand back with the apples on my head.
Are you ready?
No, but you're gonna have to do it.
4 discordant voices.
all of them
down my
are
ears.
laughing and saying no at the same time.
All right. Do you want me to do it like one at a time, or should I just roll all 4 and you'll tell me what happens?
Just roll all 4 because I assume you're going with speed here for.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Three of them strike the fruit off the head, and one of them strikes one of the mirror images in the face, and it just kind of like fizzles away.
Doesn't he have to roll for that?
Nah.
Thank Christ.
There is then suddenly an even deeper silence until Teclis moves again, and then there was like,
Well,
They
you
cheer once
Hill.
more.
I walk up to Teclis and I say, "Don't ever do that again."
With the 2 that are left over, I just laugh heartily.
Well, Eater Hill, how do you
I know.
feel about
God,
going into
dispel-
battle with Psychopath?
Spell the magic.
Okay, there's now just one Teclis.
The fruit just falls on the floor.
Hopefully, this is just as useful as in battle. As I don't know.
He almost died, dude. They're idiots.
We're fucked.
No,
So
hey,
I'm-
4 out of 5 times I didn't kill him.
It's true.
Pretty good.
This is
I go back to
risky
the table.
business. You earned yourself some meat. I slap some meat on a plate near him.
I eat the meat.
You ate the meat. What were you?
I'm telling you.
Hmm?
Alright. What are you guys doing now?
I feel like that's gonna be the highlight of the evening.
You're damn straight it is.
I'm just eating some cheese.
I call over the. Is this an inn or is this just a bar?
It is just a bar.
All right, I
Where
call
all the
over
food
the.
come from?
What's a bar
From the
restaurant?
kitchen.
Yeah, it's not an inn. There's no
It's
rooms.
a public house.
Fine, a pub.
Oh, is that what a public house is? Okay.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pub,
that's what a pub means. But anyway, I call over the tavern wench and I tell her that we're good to go.
She's all smiles and gives you a wink.
Yep. All right, hey gentlemen and ladies, we should probably head back and get some rest.
Hold on a second.
Agreed.
You're just gonna let? She just winked at you, man.
They always
God, no.
All right, fine.
They always wink at me. You get used to it. Anyway, we should probably get some rest. We're losing weight.
This is where Teclis is, my friend.
Your mom winked at me.
With their asshole, I bet.
I look at Albrecht to say, "I'm glad you're my friend."
As I
Friends forever.
as I retire,
I kind of just clap my hands and go, "Let's go!" And
guess.
I lead
Alright.
them to an inn.
I walk
I
by
guess.
Teclis and I pat him on the shoulder.
I am very good, Lena. We did it. We entertained the masses.
Yes, we did it.
Yeah, you guys did.
You did it. I mean, I was just the prop.
Yes.
I'm good at prop comedy. I took
Sure, that's not
improv.
the first thing.
All right, carrot top.
We get to the inn and I pay for our rooms and retire.
Lena, I took improv at wizard school.
Alright.
It took a bunch of.
How much
stupid
was it again?
reviews at the Covenant.
Who's wizard, anyways?
It depends. What kind? Did you guys go back to the same one, or?
I figured that's what we would do because they know us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, it'll be 5 gold.
Yeah, because
All right,
I mean, Teclis already settled up, but we're just staying one more night.
Yeah, and I just took care of the next nights. And I retire.
I get everybody up early the next morning.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Wow, that was quick. I feel like I barely closed my eyes.
Oh, are you sure you didn't hit me with one of those arrows?
If I did,
It
I
feels
probably
like it.
meant to.
No, Techless, that's called a hangover.
I know.
I feel
was
great.
trying to make a joke.
Oh,
And then I guess we should be setting out soon.
Yes, let's be on our way.
we are covered for
Indeed.
rations and everything else, right?
You've
I
got the
think
bag
so.
of holding.
Are you?
I don't know. I thought we wouldn't bought provisions, but I'm not entirely
Yeah,
certain.
no, I
We
buy
did, but-
rations for the road.
Now
I-
we do have money. We didn't have money.
Might I have buy like some rations and such from the innkeep?
Yeah, let me just double
I
check.
think somebody else should do it since I was throwing my platinum around last night.
Your one coin got us a night of merriment.
Yeah, it was worth it, wasn't it?
It was a very
Buy me
good
some
idea.
fucking dry food rations.
All right, fine.
Get
How
some
long are we gonna be
fruitcake,
on the
man.
road for?
It's
Tribor's-
a ways away. If we're going to Tribor, it's at least 30 days.
Son of a bitch.
I feel like the travel times are overestimated in this game.
If we're going to Tribor, it's at least 20 days.
It's like 24 miles a day travel.
It's whatever Sagan says it is.
I think I forget.
Yeah,
what-
looking at the like kingdom travel thing, I think it's like 24 a day.
So
Moving at normal pace.
it's going to be a couple weeks.
We are following the road.
Can we take a shortcut?
There's a lot of hills and stuff.
We are not in dire need.
Yeah, and I mean, like the road goes like right
Sure.
there.
You know what? Fine. I'm eager to get closer to Neverwinter Wood anyway. So an uneventful trip.
By the
is
way,
fine with me.
rations are 5 silver per day.
Cool. Here's a platinum.
That's a lot of
Give me
rations.
500.
I don't think that's how the bag of holding works.
Len is not used to having money.
I kind of
Also,
just stopped
that's
her.
more
No.
rations than they have available.
Don't worry, Lena. I've got this. So what? How many days do we need for each person?
Well, let's see here. How far is it exactly?
Oh shit. Oops.
So this is actually only like a 2-week journey.
And I know the way. I know the way very
All right.
It's a
So-
straight road. We all know the
Yeah.
way.
14 days per person, 2 silver apiece.
Yeah, it's 5 silver per
5
day
silver.
per person.
It's 280 silver.
That's not a lot.
And you divide it by 10 to figure out the gold, right?
Yeah.
28 gold.
28 gold. All right.
So, or in other words, 7 gold apiece.
All right.
Sure. 7?
Yes.
Yeah. So 7 gold apiece. Let's just do that. Or pull it out of the bag of holding. This is party stuff anyway.
Well, but it's all in platinum in the bag of holding. I don't feel like fucking dealing with that.
I've
Alright,
got 7
fine.
gold that I can give.
Yeah, I've
You-
got 7 gold as well.
So let's just do
I
that.
mean, if you guys just wanted to cash out the platinum for gold, you can do that while you're.
Maybe we should do that before.
I'm going to do that while we're in town. That way, at least the bag of holding is good to go.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
do that as well for mine.
Cool.
All right, I'll do that. I'm just gonna do it right now. So it's 100 gold.
Yes, we should all. Well,
Yeah, that's what I did. I just changed mine from 366 to 466 gold because that's more
I
convenient.
lost.
Now
And
I
I'm
have
hand-
147.
And I'm handling the bag of holding right now.
All right,
Righto.
and the bag of holding. So now the bag of holding has 100.
Correct.
That's party stash.
Yep.
Let's get
Perfect.
Move on.
Let's get our rations then, and
All right. Yep.
Party emergency fund. All right, let's go.
All right.
We did it. We're back on the road again.
Yeah, you guys head out through Waterdeep's North Gate and hit the high road. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Hang on a second. My roll 20 got all weird. Gotta refresh it here real quick. There we go.
All right. So do anything, or is this just going to be
He's fixing
fast?
his roll 20.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you guys head out and you make it to this junction in the road at the end of your first day.
Mm-hmm. Also, do we have to play out the watches for every single night?
For now at least.
Okay.
Well, did you say we're going to try both first?
That's the idea.
Because we might be better off taking the long road then.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, definitely. Well, you are my guide.
It would certainly save us some time.
All right.
We're going to take the long road.
All right.
I trust you. You know what you're doing.
Well, you're ending the day at the fork, so you'd sit out there the next day. You need to make camp.
I make another immovable rod hammock.
All right.
Use prestidigitation to do a bonfire. Or light up a bonfire.
I set up my
Get one
tent.
going, no problem.
Whatever the fuck I'm sleeping in, I set it up. I climb in, and I'm out like a light.
Yeah, let's
All right.
let's get through this because we're going to be doing it for 2 weeks.
All right. Should we just have a standard watch? Like, how about who goes first?
I'll go
Um,
first.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's Teclis, me, Lena, Albrecht there.
Yeah, Albert likes to get up early.
Yeah.
So I can go into the snow.
What?
Nude.
There's no snow here. I don't think. I think we're in hard deep forest. We're nerd.
No, that's where we fought the goblins.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking some stuff up here real quick.
Further away.
And I only just read Killa Darkhope's bio.
What the heck
She
is that?
did seem like kind of a bitch.
I'm not really gonna miss her.
Fuck.
Oh, before I start my watch, could I just do my ritual to recast mage armor on myself?
Yes.
Perfect. Because I know it would be run out by this time. Because if I do it in the morning every day, but then that 8 hours would have definitely gone by.
Are you sleeping in your mage armor?
My mage armor is invisible and undetectable. It makes no
But you must
difference.
feel it, right?
Nope,
Hmm.
Really? You don't like chafe?
I don't. I just know it's there.
Okay, if you say so.
I know how to do my job.
That's pretty cool when I shot those apples, huh?
Okay, so what was
That
the
really cool.
the watch order?
Me first. Was it me, Idra Hill, Lena Albrecht?
Correct.
Okay. There it is.
All right. Night passes without incident. You guys wake up with the sun.
Nice.
Cool. Let's keep going because we have
Fucking
2 more weeks of this.
Motherfucking wilderness encounter table. Woo!
I feel like the road should not be the wilderness encounter table.
Well, the north is a wild and untamed land.
Yeah, I mean, like, consider this, that you guys are living in a time where, like, the idea of the commons is still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get attacked by fucking wolves walking through Skyrim on the road sometimes.
I
But yeah, you guys start heading north.
have a mod that
Moving
helps
in
with
your own
that.
style. And our music ran out.
I keep them moving at a good pace
Oh,
so that we
shit.
don't have to do this very often.
Everyone make perception checks.
It's very quiet.
It's time to make a perception.
I don't see shit.
There's some music.
Sounds like some Lord of the Rings shit. Oh my god, it's tranny.
I got a 15.
It's tyranny.
Elves asleep on the job.
No, I have no idea.
What up?
I don't know yet. Oh shit. What the fuck? I say
Great.
as I point up into the sky at the large cloud with a tower on top floating at
Is
us.
this during the evening?
No, this is the middle of the day.
So, all right, okay.
As you guys follow where Teclis is pointing, kind of up on the horizon, you see a large cloud with an even larger alabaster
What is
tower rising out of it.
What?
And for some reason, the top of this tower looks like a wizard's hat.
What? Brentwood. What? What is that?
It's probably a cloud giant. Cloud giants.
That's bad.
Yep.
As you guys are kind of like staring at this thing and talking about it,
Are we near woods?
you
I
can see
immediately go and
that,
just go, we need to hide.
Yeah, are we near the edge of the wood?
there
have
are
we-
no woods around here. There's like sparse copses of
We're
trees,
still,
but there's
we're
no
still in
forest
the
or
North
anything.
Furrow.
Yeah, you guys are just entering, like, getting close to like the foothills of the Sword
Yeah.
Mountains. And you can see now, after some time has passed, that this tower is moving towards you.
Okay. I can find a place to hide.
You can duck into some tall grass off to the side of the road.
Oh shit! I got Mask of the Wild. I can hide in tall grass.
Fuck yeah, you can. Edgar
Follow
Hill
suit and yell, hide!
Brightwood,
tries to follow suit, although Lena, you have to like kind of like help him position
Yeah,
himself
I
better.
pull him down. Fucking shit! God damn!
Teclis trips and falls on his way to the side of the road.
What the fuck?
Albrecht just disappears and is suddenly beside you in the grass.
I've always had good self rolls.
I like how I have no negatives except straight, but my rolls tell the story of my character. Like, not my actual character sheet, just my rolls.
So
I
you guys
wait.
all managed to get down in this grass, and Lena does what she can to sort of ensure that everyone is better hidden. And you guys just kind of watch as this tower drifts towards you.
Like straight
Uh,
towards us.
Yeah, at least where you were on the road, as far as you can tell. And this is kind of
what
what
do
you
you-
see,
This is
minus the
good.
interior, obviously.
I just see blackness.
Yeah, I don't see a damn thing.
Zoom out, it's on the right.
It's not.
It's
I'm
not.
zoomed out all the way.
What? This is bullshit. Oh, I know what's wrong. Hang on.
Did you forget to remove the blackness?
No,
Oh, there it is.
mechanic lighting
What?
was turned on for some reason.
It has a
That's-
wizard's
It looks
hat
like
on
a
it?
boot.
That is so cool.
So that's what you see, kind of just floating towards you guys.
Mickey Mouse
I
Tower.
want to wait and see if it goes past.
I added
you
a
guys-
picture of what we are seeing into Fantasy Lads.
Have
I
I,
think
ever
it's a-
seen
I think it's a
anything
wizard's tower.
anything like this before?
None of you have.
Shit.
Is that
Now
a
that
giant wizard's
is-
hat on it?
I look at Lena and I say, that is so fucking cool.
It's a fucking cloud giant, Brightwood. It's
Yeah.
gonna drop a boulder on
But
us.
come on, it looks awesome. Right?
It looks
That's-
ridiculous. It's a flying hat.
This thing is, you can see now several hundred feet in the air. And it is approaching your location now, and it's kind of just following the road
I'm pretty sure he's
south.
Is there any better cover around?
I'm fine.
There's some strewn rocks and stuff, but you think you're pretty
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Yeah,
concealed,
there's nothing
especially
that
from up
there's
here.
nothing that would stop a thrown boulder.
I mean, I'm invisible. So
No, there's no kind of cover of that sort.
Got it. All right. I try to somehow get lower into the ground as the tower comes towards us.
Yeah, it is almost directly overhead now, and it stops.
Shit. I
And it
wait.
just hovers above the road, where you guys previously were. And a couple moments pass, and then part of the cloud starts billowing downward towards the ground,
Towards whom?
towards the road directly underneath it.
All right.
I
And,
pull my bow out of my pack,
Don't
but
move.
do not knock an arrow yet.
all right.
Hold on.
You couldn't hit that.
This cloud continues to just kind of grow down towards the ground, and when it makes contact with the ground, it kind of it appears to become more solid, and in the shape of a spiral staircase leading upward.
Nope.
And that's where we're calling the session.
What?
Oh man.
Fuck that.